Let's welcome to the table for the first time anchor Julian Alterman. Julian Alterman serves as the client service manager at Broward House in Wilton Manors, where he leads a passionate and dedicated outreach team. Under his guidance, the team works tirelessly to educate individuals across Broward County about HIV, promote awareness, and provide free testing services for HIV and STIs. Julian's commitment to community health and empowerment is reflected in his proactive approach to outreach, ensuring that vital resources and information reach those who need them the most. Julian, so Broward House is going to host World AIDS Day Candlelight Walk on December 1st. Tell me what's happening out.
Thank you, Faye. Well, on December 1st, we're going to host the annual World AIDS Day Candlelight Walk at Esplanade Park in Fort Lauderdale. It's being moved down to Esplanade Park for the first time this year. Celebration will start at 5:30 with a gathering and check-in, followed by welcoming remarks and a guest performances at 6 p.m. Participants will then join in a 1-mile candlelight walk at 6:20, symbolizing remembrance, unity, and hope for those affected by HIV and AIDS. After the walk, there's going to be food trucks and interactive stations and live entertainment until 8 p.m. Organized by Broward House, South Florida's oldest and largest HIV service organization, this gathering will embody compassion and solidarity. For more details, visit browardhouse.org. The food trucks, and we hope more people will hang out and socialize and just bring more awareness, which is why we've moved it down to Esplanade Park.
Is that considered downtown Fort Lauderdale? What is that considered, right?
Yes, downtown, around the Riverwalk.
Yeah. No, I love that. And now this year, December 1st is a Monday, right? So people can get out of work and then head on over there and have dinner with you guys at the food truck after the vigil walk.
Exactly. We're going to be down there from about noon with our testing van, offering testing to anybody who's in the area. So we're going to bring awareness that way too.
And it's so important. I mean, you guys don't, we don't have to, we know that Miami is #1 in the country for new infections,
and it's been for years.
And it's been for years. We're #1. It's not a good #1.
Well, Broward House is right behind it, #2. Mm-hmm. And we want to bring the awareness that, HIV isn't what it was 20 and even 30 years ago. And, the community, the population at large doesn't realize that. And that's why we go out into the community and do more outreach into new areas, staying away from the typical areas and bring the message and education out.
You guys are killing it. That is it's just so much gratitude for Broward House, who's a lifeline for so many folks. Yep. It's a space, it's a important community space, providing services, but also just gratitude for you all. Thank you for the great work you guys do.
No, and it's a good day to remember those of us that have, friends that are no longer here, or people that have been dealing with this disease for many, many years. I work in HIV for many years, so I know many patients of mine that were, no longer here, or, they're still fighting the fight, and we're fighting with them.
Yes.
And this is a good day to get together and, and remember.
Well, and remember that, cuts are happening everywhere, right? We know that, and the reality is that, a lot of these organizations that are doing the fights, right, are losing funding to do this fighting, right? I can't imagine being in the 80s, right, and hanging out. I only hang out with gay boys, right? So I can't imagine hanging out with all my gay boys and then not seeing them in the next couple of days and then disappearing and then going to 100 funerals, and that was the life that people had to live in the 80s, Now, if you're diagnosed, you live and you thrive.
Oh, you definitely do.
For years and years. It's not a death sentence anymore, and people need to know that.
Not at all. And, talking about the funding, there is the Joyride is coming up also next week, which I think you mentioned last night or night before on this, but I'm riding for the first time. Broward House has a large team, and we're riding 2 days, 165 miles. So that's going to help, hopefully, bring in funds that, have been cut drastically by the government.
And are so desperately needed.
Desperately needed, so we can provide the care and support that we're
one last thing I'll tell our viewers is that women can be on PrEP and PEP as well, okay? And that's something that people don't know, and it's mind-boggling that we don't know this, right? I mean, let's spread the word, right? If Black and brown women are the most infected, they've got to get educated as well. And folks need to be educated as well. So thank you for everything that Broward House does. Folks at home, it's World AIDS Day, December 1st, right? You should be at an event. If you're not at the Broward House event, find an event, okay? Because it is 2025 and we want this eradicated, right? We would love to see that in our lifetime, right?
Most definitely.
Right. Well, Queer News Tonight looks forward to seeing you at the Broward House World AIDS Day Candlelight Walk on December 1st. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.